I probably cried my eyes out trying to get over you. You done me wrong, but I was so in love that I didn't see. You wouldn't treat a dog like you treated me. Someday this heart will mend, and I'll learn to love again, and stop feeling like a fool. That's just the price I pay for loving you. That's just the price I pay for loving you. Sometimes in life we don't understand why things turn out like they do, but don't realize in the blink of an eye something precious can be taken from you. It happened to me, and all that's left are memories, 'cause I'm never gonna see him again. Now the hardest thing that I have to do is say goodbye to my friend. I don't know where to start, 'cause this pain in my heart, it hurts so bad that I can't breathe. And I want you to know that I miss him so, and just what he meant to me. He was bigger than life when he rode into the night. I think he just got lost in the wind. Now the hardest thing that I have to do is say goodbye. Okay. And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social. I am your humble correspondent, Bobby Randall, and Kit Lang is here this morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
There we go. We got a packed house in here almost again. It's an awesome morning. Is Fast Eddie here?
Yes.
He is. I thought I saw you cuffed in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no? Fast Eddie's here, and of course, the producer of the show up there, Captain Kurt Heather Byers, is manning the computer, and Mike, hi Dan, and Mike's here for all of you folks. As I tell you every day, the show is about you folks, and don't be afraid to raise your hand and ask questions. If you're watching online, same thing goes. Captain Kurt is back there to take your questions, because we're here to talk about the Orange Blossom Opry, what goes on here, what we're doing, how we're playing, anything you want to talk about, you raise your hand. Mike will show up with a microphone and we'll just answer questions. And then if you don't ask questions, what happens is I'll start asking you questions, and you won't want that, because I'll go, why did you wear that today? All right. Hey, a great weekend we had this weekend, did we not?
Unbelievable.
Awesome
Bon Jovi
fun.
Crush was here. They were absolutely incredible.
And nice guys.
Oh, super
nice guys.
And the guy, how many guys were here? How many folks? He looked like John Bon Jovi. Not just the hair and stuff. He looked like Bon Jovi. It was crazy.
So do you think a guy like that looks in the mirror and goes, you know, I look like Bon Jovi. Maybe I'll start singing his songs.
Yes.
Think that's it? Because Eddie looks a lot like Charlie Manson.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if he's
I have his album.
Yeah, I've got his album.
Why does that not surprise me?
That doesn't surprise me. I have a question. Good morning.
Good morning. Dave from Ohio.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, I'd like to say hi and thank you to all the vets that are here today. It's a great day, and they've done
Yes,
a
sir.
wonderful thing for us. I wanted to compliment you on what you did Friday night at the end of the show. That was one of the greatest things I've seen come out of you guys, and what you did and played and bringing up the 62 men and women up front was really quite an honor to watch, sir.
Well, today is Veterans Day, and the reason that I did that was so I would have something to play on Veterans Day. And so we recorded all of that. We had one shot at it, we got one shot at it. And so I guess since you mentioned that, we'll play that. I don't know if we could turn the lights down, but you all should be able to see it over there. And so we did this for all of our veterans on Veterans Day. Here we go. Yeah, there's no audio at the beginning.
Mike McConley, United States Army.
Cecil Key, United States Navy.
Rick Vedino, United States Air Force.
Daniel Ellison, U.S. Navy.
Jim Picarola, U.S. Army.
Jack Andres, United States Air Force.
Richie Genrich, United States Army.
Richard Mascolino, United States Army.
Conrad Martin, United States Army. Mike Mayo, U.S. Air Force.
Kathy Smith, U.S. Air Force.
Larry Smith, United States Air Force. Gary Dorford, United States Air Force.
Janet Dorford, United States Air Force.
Bill Simpson, United States Army.
Willie Amerson, United States Air Force. Buzz Kikowski, U.S. Navy.
Jack Ryan, United States Navy.
Roy Ellis, U.S. Navy.
Stephen Malin, U.S. Army.
Dave Pilecki, U.S. Army.
Gary Miner, United States Army.
Craig Estep, United States Marine Corps.
John Bishop, U.S. Navy.
Gene Oak Smith, United States Army.
Eileen Romer, United States Navy.
Carl Ward, U.S. Navy.
Richard Cox, U.S. Air Force. Ken Lloyd, U.S. Air Force.
Bill Hines, U.S. Navy.
Jim Bach, U.S. Air Force.
Bill Dennis, United States Air Force.
Terry Andresen, United States Marines.
Doug Reblow, United States Air Force. Dennis Brown, United States Air Force.
David Windmiller, U.S. Army.
Dallas Perry, United States Army.
Jerry Radice, United States Army.
Tom Radisey, United States Army.
Joe Peno, United States Navy.
Bob Elrose, United States Marine Corps.
Emmett Mills, United States Navy.
John Savoy, United States Navy.
Paul Jensen, United States Army.
Wayne Lipinski, U.S. Army.
Mark Kelly, United States Navy.
Dennis Turnbow, United States Air Force.
Dave Earhart, Navy.
United States Navy.
Gordon Sunderland, Army National Guard.
Charles.
Jim Meyer, United States Army.
Mark Unger, United States Army.
Dale Connor, U.S. Army.
Jim Pluff, United States Army.
Paul Porupski, United States Army.
Barry Letterman, U.S. Air Force.
Mike Leonard, United States Army.
Dave Gibbon, U.S. Navy. Gary Simbor, United States Army.
Roger Ball, United States Army. Ed Griffin, United States Navy.
Bryce York, United States Navy. Roger Ball, Sam Zeitler, U.S. Air Force.
Wilma Horton, United States Air Force.
Todd Horton, United States Air Force. Wayne Matheny, Army National Guard.
Thank you all for your service.
Excuse me, sir, but there was one guy that was too busy to come down front last Friday night.
Bobby Randall, U.S. Army. Yeah, baby. I put pictures up on Facebook today because I found some pictures back when my first name was Private. I did make it all the way up to Sergeant in my little stay there, which was a not hard stripe thing. It was an E5 is what I was. But the coolest thing is I have a picture of my dad, who was a Navy guy and an Air Force guy. And then I have a picture of my great-grandfather, who's on my Facebook page, from the Civil War. So a lot of the folks in my family kind of did the military thing. Here's a story. You know, I've told you all this before. I got out of the Army in September, and college had already started. And, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like 21, I guess. Yeah, oh, as a matter of fact, because I turned 21. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 21. And so my dad got me this job at a trucking company, and I thought, man, I didn't like that very well. So I found that the Navy had a band called Country Current, and they were looking for a guitar player. So long story short, I went to the Great Lakes, tried out for the guitar thing, got the job playing guitar, and was almost enlisted in the Navy and would have been just a career Navy guy. So I ended up not doing that. I ended up going, you know what? I'm moving to Nashville. And I did that instead. But
He's got
screens. Oh, there we go. Oh, geez. That's when I was on home. Look at those ducks in the back. There's the most important part of the thing, because that's in my great-grandmother's house. And I still have those ducks. But that's when I was home on leave for basic training. And I was 18 years old then, and that would be 71. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, handsome fellow, right? I weighed about 180 pounds, and I was 6'5".
Wow. They have to make special uniforms for you? Like
Yeah. As a matter of fact, when I went to basic training, where our unit that I was attached to was an airborne unit, and so I went to basic training at the home of the 101st Airborne in Clarksville, Tennessee, at Fort Campbell. And everybody else got their uniforms, and I didn't get mine. It took a couple days because I was a 28 waist, and you know, you blouse your boots in the military. If there's any veterans, you know what that is. Sometimes you tuck them in your pants or in the top of your boots, or you could get these little straps. Remember, they bloused them, and you could roll your pants up so it sat on top of your boot. Well, my pants, they didn't make them long enough, so I had to get long pants. I was like running around in my jeans for an extra day. All right, enough of that. Happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans. God bless all you folks and all you guys that raised your hand and said, what? I did what?
Yeah, I was blown away. When he said, Bobby kind of planned that in the afternoon, kind of last minute, and said, we want to do this thing with the veterans. We want to bring them down. And he worked with Kurt, and they figured out how to do the camera and stuff. I figured 15,
That's what
20
I thought.
veterans, no problem. 65?
Yeah. If you ever watch that again, I kept slowing down, and then I'd kind of stop, and then I'd start and slow down. And I'm looking, and I'm coming to the end of the song, and Mike, who was running the microphone down there, he's about right here. And the line still goes all the way halfway over there, and then about 2 or 3 deep, and I'm thinking, so.
Well, he's about to finish the song, and the band kind of joins him at the end of it, and he's about to finish the song. He looks back at us, and we're like,
yeah, they're not stopping. They're going, no, we're not doing it.
Do it again.
So I had to play it again. It was pretty fun. But I had no idea there were that many veterans here, and once again, God bless all you folks. If it was up to me, it's not up to me, but it's not. If it were up to me, that's what Trump could do that really make people mad. He could reinstate the draft. And here's what I think. Every kid that's 17 years old, you don't have to go shoot people. You don't have to go kill people. You can go be a cook. You can be a barber. But if you send all these 17-year-old punks put their ass in some form of military for 2 years, they'd learn how to pull up their pants, 1, and 2, they'd learn a little bit of respect. Other countries do it, but that's my opinion, and it ought to be yours. All right, enough of that. Let's see. We've got some new guests, a couple new guests coming this weekend. Do you know any of these people on center stage this weekend? Because that should be over on this page, on the second page.
Jake Reynolds.
Of course, Jake Reynolds is a big favorite on Thursday night.
And
Dalton Clifton and
Seamus Turner.
Yeah. Do you know him?
I follow him online. He's a local musician. He does a lot of older country stuff. Younger guy, really young.
Young guy?
Young kid, yeah. And he's gonna do great out here.
Okay, so that's this Thursday night, and I think Suzanne Reynolds will be here.
Oh, excellent.
I can't remember. I don't have my book. Somebody canceled on me again, and that's always difficult. On Mondays, for those of you who don't know, I spend Monday at the Orange Blossom Opry contacting all the people who will be here on Saturday, what time they're going to be here, how many people are they going to eat, do they need food, do they need drums, they're going to use our guitars, the list just goes on and on and on. And then I put together the show for Thursday, and we've already reached out and booked all these people, and then on Monday they call up and go, I ain't coming.
Or
So-
or worse, they just don't respond.
Or just don't respond. Yeah, well, was that your buddy that did that?
No,
Not
no,
your buddy?
no.
We won't tell his
That
name.
person
but
is not
I thought
my
he was
buddy.
your buddy.
Uh-uh.
No, my buddy? All right, well, we'll throw him under the bus. I wouldn't want to say his name, but he ghosted me, but you probably won't be seeing him anymore. But anyway, also 2 for the price of 1, which is always good for Thursday. So if you buy 1 ticket, you get 1 ticket free. Now, I got to tell you something funny that happened last week. Where's Lori here? Lori hates me. Jokingly, now this makes sense to me, but I'm a bit warped. Thursday's BOGO, buy 1, get 1 free. I said Friday Night Live is buy 1, get 1. And you said, or somebody said, buy 2, get 2. So that's what that means to me. So people showed up last Friday saying, he said Friday night was buy 1 and get 1. No, I didn't say and get 1. I said just get 1. Right, Eddie? Eddie, wake up. Eddie, wake up, Eddie.
My eyes were crossed when you said it, too. I'm going, oh, there's going to be letters.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people will write in about anything.
You're like, that's not what I said. And Dave backstage was like, that's exactly what you said.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe it was misunderstood. People will write in about anything. The best or the worst, the funniest. The funniest complaint I ever got was when I first came here. I still go barefoot a lot. I like to go barefoot, and I usually wear flip flops. I have good traction. I'm an old man, and I feel better with my feet on the ground as opposed to boots. But anyway, so I played barefoot, and I did it for a long time. I used to play barefoot with Confederate Railroad. So I came here, and I was kind of playing barefoot. And remember when COVID came out? That was a real popular band. Somebody sent in, he goes, I can't believe he's up there playing barefoot with COVID's like it. I said, who in the hell ever caught COVID from some guy playing guitar barefoot?
I noticed you're not wearing your flip-flops today.
No,
Yeah.
it's a little chilly today.
You need to come over in my yard, and the fire ants will change your way of that thinking.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't want to do that. Well, there's stuff for that, Eddie. You can
I treated it, they come back.
Not if you
They-
use gasoline.
They're not afraid of anything in my yard.
burn them out there.
That's the way I did
Then they're gone. All right, so moving along, that's Center Stage on Thursday. Every Thursday. There's only a few of those left, everybody, so grab some tickets. There's a lot of folks there. Friday night, of course, I don't even know if you can get tickets for Friday Night Live. It's sold out. And for all of you people who keep coming out here, I don't know why you do, but God bless you folks for supporting our little band. On Friday night, it's sold out until 2027, I think.
I'll tell you
but
that. I'll
good
tell you
problem
that
to have.
The BOGO, I think, really worked well. We had a really big crowd last Thursday.
We had a pretty good
It was
crowd last
really,
Thursday.
Really good size crowd.
Lots of folks.
So thank you.
And then, let's see. Well, next Thursday is Ty Love. He's a big popular one. Gage Boland's big. Eileen June will be here. And they're all kind of young folks. And then, let's see. I think there's only a couple of those left. Center Stage returns on January 15th. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Let's take a pause for a moment and see what Eddie brought us today. What do you got, bud?
Rodney Crowell, Jim Dow, buddy
Yep.
of mine, and Bobby knows him very, very well. Great songwriter.
Lives next door to Jimmy.
Yeah. He had mentioned to me when he was down here one time that he walks with Rodney Crowell every morning in his neighborhood, and I go, oh, will he sign my record? So Rodney signed that in my 45s. That was really
Did Jimmy
cool.
do that?
Yeah, Jimmy did that
Took
for me.
40
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. All right.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Rodney lives right next door to him. And
Where's that?
in Nashville, just outside of Nashville. We started the show the other day with I looked for trouble and I found it, son. I can't remember. That's a Rodney Crowell song, anyway. All right. Let's see. What's going on this weekend? I can't remember. Soul Sacrifice this weekend? I talked to him yesterday.
This is Dave's favorite. Dave's been waiting for these guys to come
Oh,
back.
yeah. Well, they're awesome. Excuse me. I always like the first song because I think the guy, I think that's his wife. Pardon me. But they start with all this percussion stuff, and they do this thing and they blow the whistle. It's really cool. It's kind of fun. And then after about an hour of that, I'm over it. But they're awesome.
So hopefully they're not listening, right?
No. They're awesome people. And
2 shows.
And the show. 2 shows. And the show sold out last year. I presume it will this year. But it's a 2:30 show on Saturday and a 7 p.m. show on same day on Saturday. Let's see. Party on the Patio's going on with Chop, our buddy Chop. And I'm just going to keep telling you stuff like this, unless you fellows or folks and ladies and gentlemen raise your hand, or unless we get a question on Facebook, we'd much rather talk about to you, like I said.
Actually, and Lou Berry's the early show for Party on the Patio.
Yeah, they have-
For Soul
so-
Sacrifice. Lou will be early, and Chop will be after for the
Oh,
second
they
show.
have 2 different people? Yeah, they do that a lot. I talked to Dangerous yesterday and said, I have an idea. Why don't you, when you find somebody that you really like that's good on the patio, give me a call and we'll put them on center stage. That might be a good way to get on there. I kind of get swamped with people, and then it's difficult. But Dave's in charge of Party on the Patio, and Eddie, if you send Eddie cash, he'll get you on center stage.
Yeah.
I asked Dave, can I sing on the patio? And he said no.
Yeah, you can. Well, that Noah guy I was trying to get him to sing here on Thursday, but he's on the patio Thursday. So, I don't know how
Maybe
that's
we can get him
gonna-
to do double duty. Do the patio, then
sing
come
there
up.
and then just come back here and do it. Yeah, he said he couldn't do it. He had something to do. Let's see. Anyway, that's about all I know. There's 3 Friday Night Lives left. Rocket Man's coming. You guys a fan of Elton John? That dude is awesome. And I can't remember because I'm not very smart, but he's got all kinds of connections. Like, do you know what they were? Do you know?
This is the show I've been looking forward to. So when Elton did his last tour, they did a lot of what looked like historical video clips of Elton in concert, various concerts, various outfits and stuff like that. They actually didn't have that footage. They used this guy, and he dressed up in his costumes and did concert footage to make it look like a young version of him. And apparently he also has some of Elton's costumes that he'll wear in the show. And he's like the Elton John impersonator, tribute.
I just picked up on your Northern Michigan accent.
Did
when
I do
you
it?
Said, you said, they used this guy.
Use this guy? Yeah, that's Northern Michigan. I seen you at the mall, eh?
I saw you at the mall, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, his show here last year was awesome. I think I can't see here, but I think they may have 2 shows. And no questions. You guys you're all taking too much medication.
here we go.
There we go. Now we go. Come on, let's get this thing rolling. Where you from and who are you?
I'm Rob and Sherry from Ocala, Florida.
Hi.
You were talking about Soul Sacrifice. Did you know that that's what Santana opened up their show at Woodstock with?
It was Soul Sacrifice?
Soul Sacrifice.
Yeah. Were
And
you there?
Yeah, I was there. No. Michael Shreve was their drummer. He was the youngest performer in all of Woodstock.
How old?
Look at
that. He said he was 18, but he was really 16.
Oh, wow. We played our band. Occasionally people book our band out for different shows and stuff. I don't do it too much because we're so busy. But this lady wanted us to play, and so I'm looking at her, and she's an elderly lady, nice enough, probably maybe early 80s or something. And I said, our band's a little loud, and might be a little more than what you think. And she looked at me, she said, honey, I was walking around Woodstock with no shirt on, and blah, blah, which
She's not going to do that at the show,
right,
is she?
that's exactly what I said. I said, hopefully you won't. I was walking around with my shirt off at Woodstock. Your band ain't going to be too this and that. And I went, okay.
You do that Star Spangled Banner routine, it might just happen.
Yeah. Yes.
Paul Kalstead from the Villages.
Wait, Paul. We don't let anybody say they're from the Villages because nobody's from there.
From St. Louis, St. Charles, Missouri.
Yeah.
And with all the shows you've got, how much practice time do you guys have to put in to put on a show?
Well,
Practice.
Eddie, none, because he
I live here.
Yeah, no, I can speak for me, and then Kit can speak for himself. One of the things we do with our band is we try to. We have so many songs to learn, and so we were talking about Thursday. The reason why I do that advance on Monday is I want to have all the songs we're going to play on Thursday on Monday. And you need to turn your songs in so I have them on Monday, because I send them to Dougie on Monday. And on Tuesday, he charts out all the songs and sends them to all the guys in the band on Tuesday. And then they have a couple days to get caught up. That same thing goes on with Friday night. If, say, we're going to work up a new song, same thing happens. But you practice at home. So if you know the song, fine. If you don't, you practice at home. You learn it at home. Because we don't have time. People may call it practice, but it's not. It's rehearsal. And how it works is we show up, if it's for our band, like Friday night, we show up and say we just learned whatever, this song, Canada Dry. And we run it a couple times, and if it's not happening, we don't do it. We'll say, we've pushed a couple things off for a couple weeks until we can at least get it sounding good. But I suppose, Kit may have a different thing, but a lot of us practice. They always say that, practice at home. You, sir.
I just don't practice. It's easier that way. No.
Yeah.
I think you ought to let me send a little request slip to Dougie each week just to mess with him. We'll slide in there. I have a song called Face Down in the Gutter. See if he picks up on where it is.
Yeah, go Kit.
But I do a lot of, I obviously as a newer guy in the band and not as familiar with country music as these guys are, I practice a lot. And I do a couple different ways I've done that. Actually, Doug helped me come up with a couple neat ways to do it as well. Because one of my big things is I can practice it all day long and it'd be great at home, practice. We get to a show and I get nervous and then I screw it up. And I don't play it the way I had been doing it 1,000 times at home. But I practice every single day, hours, every single day. Whether it's stuff we're already working on or whether it's new stuff or different things. I purposely also play different other types of music to keep my skills up on everything. But I do a lot of practicing.
Yeah, I think we all do. I mean, if I'm not doing anything, even if I'm just sitting here, I'll pick up a guitar. I've done that my whole life. Or I've taken my fiddle and said, you know what, I'm going to learn some song that we don't even play. I took it upon myself to learn Arkansas Traveler a few months ago. We don't even play it. It's real hard, real exercise, so that's kind of
harder to do with the piano.
Yeah, probably won't hear Arkansas Traveler on the piano.
No, I mean, so harder to carry one with you.
Oh,
just
yeah,
pull out
harder
a
to
piano.
carry one of those around.
Yeah.
That's funny because Kit plays guitar too, but I can't play chopsticks on the piano. I can play about anything with strings. I can get some kind of music out of it. But man, I can't. I'm not worth the beans on that. But thank you for your question. Any other questions? Going once. There we go back here. Yeah, don't be afraid to raise your hand and ask anything. I don't care. That's what this show's kind of about. We'll continue to.
I mean, I'll give you Bobby's address, his social security number. Whatever.
Yeah, somebody's wanting that.
This lady has a question, but there's also an announcement about her today.
She's
not only the most prestigious donut person we've had forever at the podcast. Today is her birthday.
Today's all right, Terry. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Terry.
You didn't think you knew. Now she's mad.
No one was supposed to know that.
All right.
Terry from Missouri.
Yep, Terry.
So Friday Night Live was fabulous. I loved every song in the set that you selected. And Kit's song in the first half was phenomenal.
Is that Hillbilly Shoes? Is that the one? We just started doing that one?
Yeah.
You guys haven't done that for a while or ever that I know of.
Twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Once the first time, and I think that was the second time we played on the show. Yeah.
And then Sunday, I have to give a shout out to Kevin Kingston on the drums.
Was that awesome?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, man, our old buddy Kevin Kingston, who played bass here for years, he was here before I got here. I think he quit because I got here. No, he retired, and we have a slew of drummers. Our drummer, Randy, can't make Sundays because he plays at the church. And he could make Sundays because he'll make the Christmas shows, but we have to rehearse at like 10:30 in the morning for that show on Sunday, 11 at the latest. So Randy can't make that, so we had another guy, Bob Battersby, We had that all worked out. So you'll be our Sunday drummer just for the classic country shows. And then he had some serious health problems. So then there was one other guy that I know, Steve, that played for Vern Gosden, and I know he knows all that stuff. And he couldn't work. And I thought, man, everybody told me that Kevin played drums first, and that was his first instrument, that he was playing drums before he played bass here. So I called him, and he took the gig. And then the day before it, I asked Dougie, I said, have you ever heard Kevin play drums? Nope. Yeah, I asked Roger, you ever hear Kevin play drums? Nope. Nobody ever heard him. And I thought, boy, we might be in for a surprise.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out when you said Kevin Kingston. I'm like, Kevin was the bass player.
Yeah, but in his behalf,
he was fantastic.
He wouldn't take that job if he knew he couldn't ace it. And boy, did he ace it. He was awesome. So, in the next what?
At the last 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome, Billy, if you're watching, you handsome rascal. All right, yes, sir.
Terry from upstate New York.
Hi, Terry.
And I want to thank you for putting Look at Us in the playlist for Keith to sing. It means a lot to me. And Friday night, you was playing left-handed on the song.
I was.
He wasn't.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably, you wouldn't call what I was doing playing.
Well, it looked like it.
Yeah, I was
playing, but not playing guitar.
Yeah. Well, all those guys are up there all, playing left-handed. In that particular song, Dougie plays my guitar. And I set it all up, and he just kind of wails away on my guitar. And I don't really do much of importance, so I thought, I wonder if anybody's even paying attention. So I just turned my guitar upside down and played it, and then thought, it was really uncomfortable. I mean, I couldn't even get my left hand to play the rhythm in the right way. It was like, what am I doing?
I was trying to figure out what was going on. Because I saw him sit, and I saw him do it. I'm like, does he actually know how to play
No,
that?
I could make the chords, because I could figure out the chords upside down. That wasn't that hard. It was my left hand to try to get it to play the correct rhythm. It was like, yes, good morning.
Good morning. I'm Mary from Columbus, Ohio.
Hi, Mary. That's where the state fair is.
Yeah.
Now, there's something else there,
I've
too.
been there.
Probably those Buckeyes, huh?
Yes, sir. Go Bucks.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What? Shut her off.
Yes, please. The Buckeyes are, as we from the Big Ten, we call them the Alabama of the Big Ten.
Yeah. Okay.
I was wondering, are you going to play some Rascal Flatts?
Well, we talk about playing it. We may. We're working on it. Here's what happens with our band. Some things we do good, some things we don't do well. I try not to do the things we don't do well. So it's been in thought. As a matter of fact, a song or two has been brought to the forefront. So quite possibly is the answer. Yeah, but I like to take requests. I wanted to save this request from somebody because somebody sent a request in for some band I'd never even heard of. But that's all just a tough subject. Somebody in the band has to be the guy that says, we're going to stay in this lane. We can't get too far over here. We can't get too far over here. Friday Night Live is packed every Friday night. So whatever we're doing, we need to keep doing that because it's working. Can't get too far over there, can't get too far over there. Many times we played a song and went, that doesn't work, and chucked it out. So the answer is quite possibly, but we'll see.
But like you said, we're really also, a lot of the requests we get from the audience, we really respond to those and try and do those first because those are you guys. I mean, the show's about you guys, so we're really trying to do those first versus the ones we also really would also like to do. But you could also send your song requests into songrequests@obopry.com.
Yep, or suggestions at obopry.com. But people will send in like 5 things. Well, you should do this, that, this, and that. I'm going, don't be crazy with your suggestion. Was there another question? I thought I saw another hand over there. Couple. Come on, Mike. It's over there sleeping off his donut.
I'd like to send in
high.
a suggestion because of our amazing chef Chris.
Yeah.
I probably have to get bigger pants soon.
Yeah.
So if he could stop making such amazing food for us,
man,
that would
that's
be
one
awesome.
thing. Yeah, it's tough to be on a diet around here. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, Lorinda from Minnesota.
Hey.
And
Don't you know?
And you betcha. And you said Dougie has to chart the songs.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, it's like I'm sorry, y'all. Every morning I have this. There's a thing called the Nashville number system. Most people use that, even in all kinds of music. It was a thing that was invented so you could write out the music and the chords using numbers, and then just say you're playing the song in D, just for instance, and you go, oh man, I can't sing it very good in D. I need to move it up to E. Well, if you were writing out all the music to it, it's written in D, you're done, you're screwed, that doesn't work. So they came up with a number system that works for all different keys. So if I write out a number chart for You Are My Sunshine, it doesn't matter if you sing it in A, B, C, D, it doesn't matter. The chart's always going to be the same and is always correct if you learn the Nashville number system. So,
and your theory behind it.
Yeah, and how it works. And it's a simple thing if you know your scales. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat, 7, 1. So that's how it is. And then there's sharps, majors, minors, flats, diminished, all of that stuff, all the same thing. So Dougie takes a song, you don't have to write out The Fight Inside of Me. There's a million songs we don't write out because we know. I've been playing some of these songs since I was a kid, but a lot of the new songs we don't. A buddy of mine, Billy Dean, we just worked up one of his songs, and I know the song really well, but it's got really tricky chords, and if you watch us play it even this weekend, I put the chart down there. I don't know if there's one laying around someplace that we could put it up, but Dougie does that. We'll get one to see if we could put it up on the screen or just hand you one. But everybody works off of that, so that's Dougie's job. He gets paid extra to do that. That's why he makes the big bucks, and we don't.
Paid for that?
Yeah, he gets paid for that. So it's just an easier way to write out. You can even write out the numbers like the music. Like if you got, how musical notes go up.
We can zoom it. Can we zoom
You
in?
can do 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. It's just an easier way to read music, like I said, and works for any key. Yes, ma'am. Sir, ma'am. Sorry.
Bernadette from Pikesville,
That's what a chart will
Maryland.
look like.
I'm sorry.
Bernadette from Pikesville, Maryland.
Hello, Bernadette.
Hello. I was just wondering why you don't do I'm Just a Music Man more often. I love that. Oh. We all love the song. I know you did it for the Trillingers, but...
Yeah, well, I'll do it this Friday, okay? I always look for something to play. There's your Nashville number system up there, if that makes any sense to y'all. If you can look at that, it probably looks like a bunch of gibber. But all of that is, that's a thing that, I don't even know who invented that, but it's been around forever. And anyway, I'll play it this Friday. Yes, ma'am. Any other questions? Somebody else had a hand somewhere over there. Yep, no, yep. All right.
There must be some questions after the podcast ends every week.
Yeah,
after the podcast gets rushed with people that want to talk about stuff.
Yeah,
This
people
is the
come
time.
up. People come up front after the show. Say, "Can I ask you a question?" Hey, and just for your edification, which is a big word for me, when you walk up and say, "Can I ask you a question?" the answer is, "You just did." All right. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Bobby, I'm Gene from New Jersey.
Hello, Gene.
With Frank P.
Hi, Frank P.
Remember
Frank P. had a birthday.
Right.
Yeah, Frank P. had a birthday.
Okay, so Shelby, Lauren.
Yeah.
She could handle a whole show by herself.
She
That
could.
girl is amazing.
She's unbelievable.
And when she did the duet with John Johnson,
Yeah.
that was incredible.
Oh, he's not any good, but she's. No, he's awesome.
She could handle her own show.
She could.
Yep. And sometimes that happens around here. You never know what happens. Kevin Kingston may or may not come back and he does his own show. He does a Creedence Clearwater Revival show. That girl could, that may be something that happens in the future because she's unbelievable.
Well, you should definitely follow her because she has a solo. Her and a guitar, she does a solo show all around the villages in the area. But she also has a band that does 70s and 80s rock called Edge of Rock. And she can do like Heart and, all those crazy rock in Boston, things like that.
She's really hard to find. It's Shelby Lauren Music.
Yeah, and follow her on Facebook, not like Eddie did, because Eddie was following her and she called the police.
Yeah. I heard 70s, 80s rock, and I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'll get to you next, ma'am.
But
Yes, ma'am?
She's amazing.
Joanne from New Hampshire. I want to.
You must know Mike. He's from New Hampshire.
Yeah, I know Mike. John, when he did Copperhead Road, it was excellent.
Yep, he did a good job. Is he here?
John's here. Hanging out on the side.
Oh, he's outside?
No, he's on the very side.
Hiding over there in the
man,
cap.
there he is over
He's got
there,
it-
Hobby Dog.
He's got his warm camouflage on today.
He's backstage
Yeah.
taking a donuts backstage.
Yeah, no, and he's a guy too that could handle his own show sometime because he's a guy that he understands. He's awesome, very very versed in what he sings and gets on stage. And when a guy can get that drunk and still get on stage and no, he knows what he's doing. He's awesome, and we're glad that he's part of the Opry, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Leslie from Connecticut and New York.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one do you like better?
Oh, Connecticut.
Okay.
Randy Travis. We saw him last year in the Sharon. Can you play On the Other Hand? It was such a emotional show last year with him.
He's awesome. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, that's another thing. We don't really have a Randy Travis voice guy.
Although Randy Nichols did Forever.
Randy did Forever and Ever, Amen. Last week did a pretty good job on it. He's just got to be careful. Interesting story about On the Other Hand. My buddy, he was talking about Jim Dowell over here. He got Randy Travis's record deal with Warner Brothers, and his song 1982 was actually called 1962, and so they put out On the Other Hand first. That was Randy Travis's first record, was On the Other Hand, and it failed miserably in the 50s. It only made it in the charts in the 50s. So they put out 1982, changed the name from 1962 to 1982, put it out first. I think it went top 5, and then they re-released On the Other Hand. And so that's always been one of my favorite songs too. It's awesome. And
when he says we don't have a Randy Travis, it's because his voice has got a certain sound and texture, and especially resonance on the lower end.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's just that.
I can sing high stuff all day long, but to get that full lower sound, just not going to happen.
What you have to do is you have to look at our band and pair up what they sing. And I try to do that, and I try to be the guy that goes yeah, and the guy that goes, this song will be good for you. I hadn't heard Hillbilly Shoes. I know the guys that wrote it. And I remember when Montgomery Gentry came out with it, I got the whole background on all of that stuff. And I just happened to listen to it the other day. I thought, wow, it'd be a great song for us and be a great song for Kit to sing. And it works out. So just got to be careful that you just do what you do real well and don't do what you don't do very well. Another question? Yep. Nope. Going once, going twice. Oh, there you go. Excuse me. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. Dave from Pittsburgh.
Hello, Dave.
I asked you this question several months ago.
Well, if I didn't answer then, I'm probably not going to answer now.
No, you answered me. And you said you didn't have a singer at that time, and I think you do now. I had started it by saying you're playing more of the Eagles. Would you play some Joe Walsh? And
yeah,
you
we
said,
could.
No, I don't. But I think Rocky Mountain High would be great.
Rocky Mountain Way.
Rocky Mountain Way.
Sorry,
that's
Rocky Mountain
Well,
Way.
Rocky Mountain High is John Denver.
Yeah, wait, I'm sorry.
Which is about.
And then I said Funk 49, which you said you did for an audition and won.
I did.
And won the audition.
I did. There was a Visa card commercial. I had an agent in Nashville, a modeling agent that got me commercials. I was there used to be this big department store named Castor Knott. And I was the male model for Castor Knott for a long time.
Was it a big and tall store?
Yeah, no, I just did stuff. And here's a funny story. They wanted me to do this ad for Pennies, and she got me the gig, and I wouldn't do it because it was in my underwear, and I wouldn't do it. But she called me for a Visa card commercial, so I show up with my guitar for the audition, and every hot rod Nashville guitar player is on there. I can see Brent Mason, Brent Rowan, all these guys. I go, what am I doing here? But anyway, so yeah, I had to play a couple things. Funk 49, he said, play something rock, so I played Funk 49. He said, play something country, and I played Ricky Skaggs' Country Boy. He said, what do you do? And I was a real I saw these people. I thought, I'm not going. I told them I was an astronaut and all this stupid stuff and whatever just came out of my mouth. Monday, my phone rings. Go back down for another audition. I go back, and the guy goes, "Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants, tell me what you are and whatever." And he said, "If you'll cut your hair, you can have the lead role in this commercial." So I cut my hair, and it's a Visa card commercial.
Does that still exist somewhere?
No, it's around someplace, but it ran during the Olympics. It ran during the World Series, and I made tons of money. And I thought, nothing to this business, man. I'm going to do this the rest of my life, and I never got another one. So that was that.
So instead of having Bobby Randall, band leader at the Orange Blossom Opry, we could have had Bobby Randall, underwear model?
Underwear model. I wouldn't do the underwear for pennies.
Spandex, yeah.
I did suits, then I did suits, a bunch of suits and jackets, and what else did I do? Another thing I wouldn't do was this thing for a chicken thing. I remember they called me. I said, "No, I'm not doing that." Anyway, enough of that. Yes, sir.
I can't quite picture you in a suit.
Oh, yeah.
But
I got.
I've seen you in a lot of different outfits, but not a suit.
Oh, there's an album cover. Not an album cover. There's a record. If you ever find the record, it wasn't his child. There's a sleeve picture. I think I wore a suit in that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dave Otis, U.S. Air Force.
Attaboy.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yes, sir.
Milwaukee.
Yeah. I just want to shout out to you, Kit, that, when Cowboy Chris left back in August, we were pretty much uncomfortable with that. But hearing you these days and hearing you on Kit, you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
job.
And number two, Bobby, I totally agree on that draft. That should be put back in.
Yeah, kids are out of control. Here's what's wrong with the kids today. Anyway, yes, ma'am.
Martha Nelson, Syracuse, New York. I just want to say I loved that jacket you had on Saturday night. You should wear it more.
I don't remember what I had on. Oh, boy, did I get some slap for that.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, it was all...
That was from your wife.
I think what's happened is somehow...
I pulled the microphone away too fast. She said, "I wanted to go home with you."
So I think Kit and I have started a love, because it's with nothing but love, battle here to who can outdo the next guy with outfits. So, because he comes out and he goes, "Yeah," and I said, "Well, I got to top that." So we've got a little thing going. It'll be interesting to watch that, see who can get the.
And I
whack.
told him lovingly that jacket that he wore, my grandma had a couch shop. It was the same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, my grandma had that on in her casket. Let's see, any more questions? Phil Dirt and the Dozers will be here after the first of the year. The Gatlins, Larry Gatlin and the boys will be here, so awesome. The Isaacs, I love the Isaacs. Gene Watson will be here, speaking of our old piano player, he'll be here. The Malpas brothers, Sweet Caroline, Mark Chestnut, Forever Seeger, they're awesome. Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
What's your name?
She's totally spaced.
I am Karen from Michigan.
Why, Karen? What part? Where in Michigan?
Milford.
So lower Michigan.
It's in between Detroit and Lansing.
Yeah.
Yeah, small town. But anyway, thank you to all the veterans here today. And I'm a 26-year Navy veteran.
Woo-ha!
And thank you for your service too, Bobby.
I was stationed in Canada.
In Canada. A couple things I wanted to say. I am a fellow musician. I play keys and guitar. And that saved me throughout my Navy career, because oftentimes you're sent to isolated duty or whatever. And so I played piano by ear. But every duty station had a chapel, and I would go there and play that piano all the time, because we know as musicians it's therapy. Mm-hmm. And then so because I couldn't always carry, they didn't make a lot of keyboards back then, and so I took up guitar. I taught myself guitar, and that went with me everywhere, and I got really, really seasoned with that, and it was my therapy.
Do you want a job? Because I'll fire his ass.
No, I'm not nearly as good as Kit. God bless you, Kit, because you're awesome. But I will tell you, I met my husband in 2007 in Afghanistan, And one of the things that drew us to each other was our love for country music and classic country, you know. And so you guys are amazing. You're fantastic. Like you said, you do every song like the record, and you do. It's just outstanding, probably even better. And this is our favorite venue, and we love you guys. So.
Wow, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Did you come to the Classic Country Show? We did. It was yesterday.
We've been to one classic country show, but we've been to all the Thursday Night Center Stage, Friday Night Live, all the tribute bands, and we're going to be seeing Elton John. But Friday Night Live's our favorite.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, on Friday night, we used to do the music of somebody. Like when I first started here, it was on Friday nights, we'd do the music of George Strait, and then next Friday, the music of somebody else. And I don't know that many George Strait songs. Excuse me. So we just kind of started trying to figure out what the audience likes, trying to look at the demographics of people. And it's like, I bet if I were to ask you, does everybody in here, if you do not like Brooks and Dunn, raise your hand. If you hate Brooks, I'm not going to single you out, see? Everybody likes Brooks and Dunn, so there's a fair bet, right? If you do Brooks and Dunn songs, does everybody like the Eagle?
Not me.
He hates Brooks and Dunn, but
I don't hate him, I hate Neon Moon.
No,
they didn't have anything nice to say about you either, Eddie. So.
Yeah, they don't like you either. But does everybody likes the Eagles, right? Pretty much. So that's all you do is you just kind of pick material like that, and you don't get too far out of your lane. If you just play great songs, play them like the record, do the best job you can, that's what I think works. Yes, sir?
Yeah, I'm Brad Gates from Peoria, Illinois.
Peoria?
Peoria, if it plays in Peoria. You know.
Gary Rich Raff.
Yes.
Oh, you know who else is in Peoria? I played the Christmas party for the Outlaws Motorcycle Group in Peoria.
Right?
With that was interesting.
But I basically wanted to say we've been coming for a long time. We lived in Jacksonville. We used to drive back and forth.
Oh, wow.
But 2 or 3 Fridays ago, when you did the Dire Straits guitar solo, one of the best things I've ever heard you do.
Sultan's a swing.
And when we go out that back door, sometimes we look at each other. It keeps getting better. You guys have gotten so much.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Thank you. Well,
so far so good.
Kit said that he comes here, he practices, and then he gets nervous and stuff. I've had my days with that song because I learned that song piece by piece by piece. I listened to the record and said, okay, this is what he does here, this is what he does here, and I've learned it to the point of if I fall off the rails one spot, then I'm done, and I've done it before because it's like putting a puzzle together, playing that song every time I play it. And if I drop one piece on the floor, I'm done. So I've had times I've gone in the ditch, but thank you, you're very kind.
Well, and since you talk about Friday Night Live, don't forget New Year's Eve, we're doing the big show. And the very next day, on a Thursday, we're going to be doing basically
That's correct.
Friday Night Live on a Thursday. So so you can see us 2 nights in a row, different show.
We're gonna because of so I usually don't take this call, but I'm gonna have to take this call, y'all. So hang on a second. Yeah, good morning.
It's in your ears.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Dean.
It's only in your ears, Bobby.
It's only in your ears.
Yeah, you got to change.
How are you, buddy?
It's only in your ears.
Veterans in the audience, a big thank you to each and every one of them for serving.
Vets.
Can I just say that?
Yes, sir, Billy Dean. Salute to all the vets, all you fellas out there. Bunch of them here, sir.
Oh, man, it's good to see you. And, my dad was a World War II veteran, and he lost 2 brothers in that war. He had 4 Bronze Stars, and we lived every day trying to be an American worth dying for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I got to tell you something. We, our bass player, Keith Horn, who I believe you know, just added a Billy Dean song. So I had to figure out all the chords to We Just Disagree on the 12 string. And I'm thinking, man, alive. What an awesome song, Billy.
Thank you, buddy, man. You were talking about, you had one of your audience members there talking about playing some of the old kind of classic rock, mixing it with the country. And we started doing that in our show because, as you know, Bobby, man, that stuff like the Eagles and Pure Prairie League and James Taylor. In fact, I'm going to see James Taylor tonight at the Opry House.
Oh, you dog. Really?
Yes, and they were big influences on us 90s country music artists. And the idea back then was to try to get those people that didn't have a place to listen to that kind of music. You could find it in country music. So that's why we recorded that old Dave Mason song, We Just Disagreed.
That's awesome, awesome, awesome. And now you're not in Branson anymore. I know you did a spell over there for a while. You've been probably played everywhere. You're out still gigging and working?
Yeah, man. We're celebrating 35 years from our first release of Only Here for a Little While, which came out.
Everybody's clapping for you. Yes, sir.
Oh, it came out during Desert Storm, and that's the reason that song had the right message at the right time. And I'm here in Nashville. I just played the Ryman Auditorium 2 nights with a young kid by the name of Ernest. He's a big country music songwriter. He wrote 11 #1 songs so far. And known him since he was in kindergarten, and he invited me to come play the Ryman, and we're going to go see JT tonight. Then I'm headed down to Miramar Beach to be with Old Dominion this week for some songwriter festivals down there as well. So, but man, I just, I love the Opry. I love you guys, and I love our veterans, and I know you've got time to probably wrap up your show or whatever, but I just want to call in and say good luck with the podcast, and we'll be spreading the word about this. I've really enjoyed hearing you guys this morning, and I didn't know you were doing it in front of a live audience. That's incredible.
Yeah, it started out, when we started it, there was about 2 people, and now, here's the thing, though, we give away free coffee and donuts, so I'm not sure what they're here for.
Well, you probably have to fight all the police.
Yeah, they are. Some retired police. How many retired police officers we got? 1, 2, 3 retired police officers in here. Okay.
Bobby, let me say something to Billy Dean. This is Ed, the light guy, Billy Dean. We're here on Veterans Day. Your song, Memorial Day, and anybody who's not heard that song that Billy Dean has done, you must listen to it. It is one of the greatest patriotic songs I've ever heard, Billy.
Wow.
How about that? That's from our light guy.
Man, thank you so much. Let me tell you, I'll tell you quick, just setup of that. We walked into a tiki bar down in Port St. Joe, Florida, and there was on Memorial Day, and there was a chair leaned up against the bar with a Bud Light in front of it, and it had on the back of a chair. It was a fallen soldier chair. It was his favorite chair at that tiki bar. He had died, and then I had just spent some time at a function, like a wounded warrior type of a function, and I spent some time with a veteran there that had some PTSD, and we talked in the corner all night. And when I left, I said, "Man, what can I do for you?" And he said, "Just be an American worth dying for." And it hit me so hard, I had to write that Memorial Day song and tag that chorus with that line, because realistically, that's honest to God, veterans, I try to wake up every day and I try to be an American worth dying for, but I try not to take it for granted. So again, thank you guys so much. Thank you for loving that song.
Yeah. Well, Billy Dean, we'll be chatting soon, but come see us sometime here at the Orange Blossom Opry. Take care of yourself, pal.
I'll see you in 2026, Bobby.
Yeah,
Thank you, pal.
Remember, you're the reason I got married. Don't. I met my wife at your concert, so.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, buddy.
Awesome.
You timeless creature, you.
Me? All right, buddy. I'll see you, Billy. Buddy. Take care of yourself, sir. Billy Dean, everybody. Yeah. That's awesome. What an awesome guy he is. And hey, speaking of awesome guys, look who's here. Dangerous shows up at the last minute.
How did you get bailed out so quickly?
How'd you get bailed out?
I think he was in a doctor's office that there's donuts waiting for
me. Hey, run up there and jump on Eddie's mic for just a second. Okay, grab that. Because it is Veterans Day, and
I'm wearing a very special T-shirt in honor of today.
Yeah.
I just want to give a quick shout out to my boy Travis up in D.C. He's working for a government contractor, but he's fresh out of the Army, a veteran himself. And I also wore the International Assistance Force patch that he wore when he was in Afghanistan.
That was awesome. And you wore a nice jacket.
I found this off some drunk Indian out back.
Wow. Awesome. All right, Dangerous. Well, we're glad that you're back here. We're winding up the show. If we have any more questions, if you have any questions for Dangerous, he's here. If not, we're going to keep rolling on. We'll tell you. What happens is we just stumble if nobody asks questions. I start asking people questions. I'll tell you, Jimmy Fortune will be here. The Piano Man will be here. Diamond Rio will be back. Black Tie Optional, which is a Michael Bublé. How do you say
Michael
that?
Bublé.
Yeah, that's old Neil used to botch that. The Buckinghams will be here. Diana Ross tribute. The Bellamy Brothers, I'm glad they're coming back. Lovin' Spoonfuls are here. The Bellamy Brothers. Tracy Bird will be here. Oh my gosh, we got Crystal Gale coming back. I didn't know that. Awesome. The Fabulous Thunderbirds. I'm just picking out some. I'm missing some. Vegas McGraw will be here, which is a Tim McGraw thing. Garth tribute show. Toby Keith tribute show. The band Alabama tribute show. Don Ellis will be here. Man, tons of stuff going on at the Orange Blossom Opry.
You know, I was watching you guys when I was in the doctor's office there, and you haven't mentioned once about the app.
Well, that's because that's your job, and if you would have been here, so now would be a good time for you to do
flyers.
Well, the flyers. I mean, the flyers are in the lobby.
I don't think anybody can sell it like you, though. That's the thing.
Don't forget, if you need tickets for any of these fantastic shows that are coming up, make sure to download the official Orange Blossom Opry app. It's available to you on iPhone and Android. All your streaming platforms. Make sure that you subscribe to all our online channels. We have a YouTube channel. We have an Instagram page. We have a Spotify channel. We have a Facebook page. And after all, this is supposed to be a live podcast, which is streaming to the internet. So you make sure, you people online, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe. Give us a comment. Give us a share. Make sure you're sharing our stuff. And everybody that's here, make sure you go online and get your app and subscribe to our page.
But if you still have a flip phone and an old Commodore computer, Roger's got flyers down here for you.
Yeah, for all you old folks that don't want to convert over to this. You know, I think I was the last guy. I had a flip phone. I think it was only maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember. But I did not want to give up that flip phone and go to this thing. Then once I did, I was hooked. But if you would like all of that information is right there in that pamphlet.
So it's more than just a flyer. It's a 20-page program. It has all the shows from January through June. We put pictures in it for you, Bobby, so you can. And I have plenty.
Which I needed.
If anybody here in the audience wants to take them home, share with your neighbors or friends, literally, I've got like 10,000 more of these.
Favorite donut.
And you're more than welcome to take them and share.
There you go.
Take some donuts, too. Thank you to everybody that brought donuts.
Yeah, everybody that brought donuts, God bless you. Thank you so much for doing that. We're going to get out of here. Come see us. I always say this at the same, a round of applause for Kit doing a good job today. Dangerous back. Eddie, all the gang. Come see us at the Orange Blossom Opry. You'll be glad you did.